Hello, YouTube family. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to all those who are new. Welcome back to all those who are subscribed already. This is yet another pick a card reading these readings have been so popular and people have been loving them. So it warms my heart and I just can't wait to keep doing them for you guys, especially this one. This should be really fun. So today I'd like to just welcome you, and if you are not subscribed, please give it a like, and if you like the reading and you're interested. Oh my god, Roxy! Sorry about that. Back to the reading. So if you like the reading and you're interested to see more, hit that like button and the subscribe button, and I will see you around. So before I start this reading, I would like to preface with the fact that I will be using my own tarot deck. I created a tarot deck. It's called the Tempest Tarot deck, and it is currently in production right now, so it is not out and live yet. However, you can go to the bottom, like go to the caption in my page here, or in my go to my caption, and there's a link there that will take you to the website page for this deck. If you like it, give your information, and you will get every update I possibly have about when it's going to be released, what's going on with it, and everything. So we'll get a little preview of that today. Again, if you like it, let me know in the comments or follow that page. Okay, so let's get on to this reading. Today we are talking about what you should be looking at that you've been avoiding. So what have you been shoving under the rug? What have you been turning a blind eye to? What cannot be avoided any longer? As usual, I have 3 piles of cards in front of me, some tarot deck cards and oracle cards. I have 3 crystals on each of those cards, and all you do is kind of center yourself and figure out which one is calling your name today. You can pause the video or just pick one that jumps out at you right away. But when you do that, I will be ready. Timestamps are below, and we'll get going on your reading. Okay, hello group 1. Welcome to your reading. This is on what you should not avoid any longer, what has been taking a toll on you, and what you need to address. So as usual, we'll start with your tarot cards. This is for those who chose the clear quartz. Love clear quartz, always a good choice. Okay, so let's start with the tarot cards and see what they say. We've got the 6 of Swords, 9 of Cups, Temperance Reversed, 5 of Swords, Page of Swords Reversed, the Moon, the Devil, and Justice. Okay, so we have got a lot going on here. Definitely some turmoil with a relationship, potentially a female friendship or a female partner, but it looks like it's time to move on, just like general overview. We've got a lot of sword energy here and cup energy. Let's see, we have Pisces energy for sure. We have Libra energy and Aquarius energy. So Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. If it doesn't matter, it doesn't match, then forget about it. But that's just something to take into consideration. So let's just start with the first card. We have the 6 of Swords. This card is about leaving behind our past actions. So the swords represent actions, what we do, why we do those things. The 6 of Swords in particular is a time when we are forgiving ourselves, we're letting go, we're saying, okay, that happened, time to move on. It's okay that it happened. It's okay that things went down the way they did. So it's really like a time of forgiving one's self, but also finding closure, right? So automatically, I think the first card always answers the question like most directly. So if we're saying, okay, what needs to be addressed, like what can't you avoid any longer, it's the idea that you have to let go. You have to let go of the past. You have to let go of what happened. It's blocking you from your happiness. The Nine of Cups is like the ultimate blissful happiness card. The ultimate time to just rely on your own happy weight, you know, to carry you through life. Like you don't have to be happy. You just are. It's just blissful. It's peace, really, what it is. Additionally, I feel like this is definitely weighing you down. You just can't seem to get out of this cave. Like, I love that this has a cave here because it makes me feel like you're a little trapped in that, the past. Trapped in the past is what I get and what I'm sensing here. We've got the Five of Swords also, which is a card of separation. Whenever the Five of Swords comes up, it means that we're letting go of someone who wasn't good for us. So we have to remember, or we have to note here that whoever was let go of, or whoever you disconnected from, was not good for you. That's just bottom line. Not good for you. And you know that. Judging by the other cards and by the cards that we've already pulled, you already know that they weren't good for you. We have Temperance Reversed here. Temperance Reversed is a card of emotional balance. And when it's reversed, it means that we are not emotionally balanced. So right now you may be dealing with some moodiness or some bipolar waves of feeling great and feeling awful and feeling happy and feeling depressed. It's like you're living your life and then all of a sudden you come crashing down when you remember that you two aren't together anymore, or you don't have a friendship with this person, that this Five of Swords is really hanging on to you. It's like you don't really know where to go from here, especially because that Five of Swords is in the middle of this layout here. So I feel like it's the root cause, the root problem. And it's really about it's not about like forgiving what happened necessarily. It's more like letting go of the fact that it's lost. It's no longer there. The Page of Swords comes up. And there are a couple ways that we can read this. The Page of Swords in general is someone who like knows exactly what they want and goes after it, but sometimes this person can be a little indecisive, like, I know what I think I should do, or I know what I should do, but will I actually do that? I don't know. So the Page of Swords reversed is kind of telling me that you're feeling like you did the right thing by letting go of this person. However, you still don't feel empowered by that decision. You don't feel like fulfilled yet by that decision. And it's not because it was the wrong decision. It was because you didn't want to do it. So congrats to you for going through with something that you didn't want to do. But you know, you can't always do what you want to do, especially if it's for your own higher good. And then we get to the last two cards, which tells me that this totally was a traumatic and toxic situation going on. We have the Moon, which is like, it is blissful happiness, but it's also like a lie. It's like an illusion. Moon space is very enchanting, and it's enchanting, and it's beautiful, and it's hard to take your eye off of it, and you're just like, this is awesome. And then you forget about all the worst things in the world that are happening to you. You forget about all the red flags, all the bad signs. And that's why we have the Devil here, because this is like the ultimate toxic relationship card. So it doesn't really matter whether this person to you was platonic or romantic. It's just that they were toxic. Like they were an energy vampire, an energy suck. They were taking all of your time and resources and just like using your good nature, manipulating the fact that you're so giving and so kind. So I don't feel like they had the best intentions for you or your relationship. And that's why we're ending on the Justice card. This card is about moral ethics. So when it comes up, it can mean that like we have a really good head on our shoulders. And I think that, but in reverse situations, it can mean that we're relying a little bit too much on our heart. So I feel like you, in this connection, were someone who relied on hope or relied on love or just relied on heartfelt values to continue it even though it wasn't right for you. Like you were putting your heart over your head, putting your love for this person over your self-preservation or self-love. So the Justice card just reminds you that you are in control of your emotional balance. You're the one who regulates that. And you have the control. So keeping justice in mind. Don't let your boundaries down. It's a very Libra thing. So, so we have lunar eclipse. That's like heightened feelings, major revelations around feelings. So this connection, whatever this was, made you feel alive, made you feel seen, made you feel like all your emotions could fly everywhere and they would be caught and held. However, it was also very, not spontaneous, but it was very rocky, like tumultuous, because we have Uranus here, the card of, or the planet of surprises, the planet of rebellion. So whoever this was really gave you the highs, but also would turn around, do something awful, and then give you the lows, which is why we have Leo here in reverse. And Leo is like that card that's like, I mean, like that sign that needs that affirmation, that puts in so much, but also needs so much back. So it's like seeing that card reverse makes me feel like it was really toxic, like really high highs and then really low lows that were deep cutting to your ego. That's why the Leo card is here. It was so deep cutting to like your core as a person. So being with this person or being around this person wasn't just an energy suck, but it was like it was detrimental to your personal growth. I've moved on to oracle cards. Forgot to mention that at the beginning. Sorry. We're now in the oracle card section. So the last two cards for your reading here, we have Butterfly. That's transitions and change. And we also have Phoenix reversed. So Phoenix is, for me, like, well, what's actually interesting is that both of these are evolution. And to me, it was like, this is like blocked evolution, blocked fate, blocking you from like spiritual progression. So I feel like you probably held on to this person like way too long, and you were trying really hard to like keep them in your life, to see this through because you love them so much. But that doesn't mean that they are on the right spiritual path for you to continue this relationship, partnership, or whatever this is, friendship. So seeing Phoenix reverse makes me feel like this was a karmic connection. Definitely, you guys knew one another in another life. So that's why it's so strong. That's why it's so hard to let go. And why you couldn't let go for a long time, but it had been through its course. The butterfly here is saying that it's time to transition. It's time to move on to the next phase, especially because butterflies, like their whole point is that they transition from phase to phase. So I think it's really crucial for you to remember that you did what you did for yourself and that you're better off. And that is my reading. That you need to stop avoiding letting go and recognize and be proud of yourself for doing what you did. Okay, group one, thank you so much for coming to this reading, and I hope to see you next time. Okay, hello, group two. This is for everyone who chose the carnelian. Super pretty, very fiery. I love it. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and then we get into your oracle cards afterwards. So this is on what you need to let go of. Like, what are you shoving under the rug? And I always say that the first card answers this question, or the question, the most. So we'll see what comes up. Okay, so we got Six of Cups. I'm going to go through all of them, and then we'll go back. Page of Cups By the way, that Six of Cups was reversed. The Magician, Death reversed, Page of Wands reversed, King of Pentacles, and the Tower reversed. Okay, so lots of interesting stuff here. Let's see, we have Mercury, Scorpio, Mars, Mercury, Mars, Scorpio. Lots of Scorpio energy. Yeah, we've got lots of cups, first of all, but we have like multiple Scorpio cards, and we also have a Taurus card. It's Taurus, Scorpio, and water like sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio there. Okay, so Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or Mars. If that resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Okay, so let's start. So we got Six of Cups reversed. That is huge. This means that you are avoiding something with your family. It is hands down the family card. It's the childhood card. It's about childhood memories, back in the day, thinking on like how you grew up, your family, how they raised you, values, and how you felt as a child. So upright, it can mean like we're being nostalgic, we're like looking back on childhood memories, but reversed, it can mean that either we're thinking back negatively on our childhood, or we are connecting negatively with someone from our childhood. So in this case, I have to feel like it's probably a father figure, or like a father figure, or like some sort of older male in the family. And I'll get to why that is happening, but the basis is it's someone in your family that you need to reconnect with, that you've lost connection to, or that you're not seeing eye to eye with. And I have a feeling that this is you right here. This is the Page of Cups. So cups, again, are emotions and connections with other people, and the Page of Cups is like super sweet. I want to connect with you. Sorry. Oh my God, sorry. I want to connect with you. I have all the love to give in the world, but she can be a little overgiving or sensitive, definitely. So I'm seeing that this is really hurting you deep down. Like, I don't feel like you're overreacting here regarding this family situation. I know that you want to fix it. I know that you have best intentions in mind, and I know that you've been hurt, like legitimately, like you're not just being dramatic. So what happens next? We got the Magician. This is a card of preparedness, of starting new journeys. So it could be that this Page of Cups, who is a new journey kind of card with that page there, pages and knights are all about new beginnings, like starting from the bottom, working your way up. And the Magician is at the very beginning of the major arcana. So it could mean that like you want to do one path, like I want to go to this college, and then your father or whatever is like, I don't want you to go to that college, you're going to this one, like community college here next door, or whatever it is. But the point is, you're not seeing eye to eye on your life path. The Magician is about new starts, new fresh starts, and this is a very young energy. So I feel like whoever pulled, like you you pulled this situation because something is blocking you from moving on to like your higher self next step. So let's kind of keep going. We have Death reversed. That's definitely a sign of blockages in progression and blockages in transition. So that's definitely making me feel like you feel blocked by this person. Death is a great card when upright. It just means that we're moving forward. We're letting go. We are, transitioning to the next thing. Seeing it reversed can mean that we're either putting pressure on ourselves to stop that progression, or someone else is doing that to us. And given that the next card that we see is the Page of Wands reversed, that just makes me feel like definitely someone is being oppressive right now. Someone is putting their hands like way too deep in your life, and it's not fair. You feel like they're stomping on your dreams. That's what this card says. The wands are about our dreams and our goals, and to see Page of Wands, a young, vibrant energy who's like so focused on the future, so focused on what's next. I'm excited, I'm hopeful, I have this plan that I want to do, and yet it's reversed. So getting the sense that you're not able to follow through with your plan. And the reason that I say high key, high power male energy, like dad or grandpa or an older brother or something like that, whoever controls your path right now, could even be a boss if we're talking about work, but it's way more family oriented than that. And the reason I say that is because we have the King of Pentacles. So here we are, this is dad coming in saying, hello, nope, I'm ruling here, he's upright, he's got the power, he's definitely in charge. So there's no denying that, and that's just probably because you're too young. Like, you just don't have the authority yet. We've got 2 pages for you. Don't have the authority, you don't have any say, and that sucks. And I'm sorry for you. But you know, this, and if you're not young and you don't talk to your dad, I mean, this is probably where this is coming from, the 6 of Cups reversed. This could be something that happened in the past that you just never fully got over, or you did get over alone and then you never reconciled with him. So that's another thing to think about here. And finally, we got the Tower reversed. So that's also super interesting, because the Tower, generally we think of the Tower upright in a really, I don't know, it looks very chaotic, it looks destructive, it looks awful to go through. But when it's reversed, it means that we've been through something awful and now we're recovering. So to me, this does seem like more of a past issue that you need to recover from, that you need to reconcile. And it's now time to reconcile. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting, pushing this off for years, probably. I mean, I would assume it's years before bringing this up again. So I think it's time to give this person a call, or to show up at home or whatever it is, and lay out why you were upset and what happened. And I swear to God, you'll feel a lot better. So let's move into the Oracle cards to see if they can give us any more perspective. Okay, so we've got waning crescent moon. That is, sorry, it was upright. That's awesome, because that means that we're coming toward a new beginning. This is the last stage before we get to new moon, which is new beginnings, new transitions, new chapters, new relationships, even with our old relationships. And the sun comes up too, upright. So you are like being empowered right now. This is your moment to take charge. This is your moment to grasp what's happened and say, I've got this. I know what to say. I know what to do. I'm good to go. We also got Tiger. This is like prowess, like just being on the prowl, being skillful in what you do, and just knowing exactly what you want. So I love that it's like coming together with the sun too, because it's just like, to me it says like, express that ego, express that self-validation that you didn't get before, saying, I'm really happy with the path that I chose. I'm sorry that you aren't, or I'm sorry that you weren't, and maybe they aren't now. So you can say, I'm sorry that you aren't. But you know, I feel like you feel pretty good about where you're at and what you want. So that's really all that should matter to this person. So group 2, that is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you liked it, give me a like, and I will see you next time. Hello, group 3. This is for everyone who chose the rose quartz sphere. Very pretty. So, as usual, I will read your tarot cards first, and then we will go into oracle cards to kind of clarify the reading. Okay, so this is about what you need to stop avoiding. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of them first. We got the 7 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 2 of Wands, the High Priestess, 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and 8 of Pentacles. Okay, So I always say that the first card that you draw is going to most reflect the answer that you need for the question. So we got the Seven of Cups, I'm sorry to say. This means that it's time to stop looking through the past with rose-colored glasses. Or not even the past, it can be both the present and the past. My dog is here, sorry. And she's gonna drag around this bone. If it gets too annoying, I will move it. Okay, so the point is the Seven of Cups is about illusions. It's about emotional illusion. So what you need to let go of is the fact that whatever you're mourning or whatever relationship you're going through right now has rose-colored glasses or goggles attached to it. It is an emotional illusion. You were hurt. That's the Three of Swords. You were hurt by this person. You were betrayed by this person. The Two of Wands comes up to say that, like, yeah, it seemed really good. It seemed really fun and vibrant and exciting and passionate at first. But there's a lot of, like, deep stuff here. A lot of deep stuff that went on, you know, that maybe you're just not reflecting on. You're just not taking into consideration. You're like, we've moved past it. Like, have you moved past it? Really? It looks like it's still very much there. We have the High Priestess, which means listen to your intuition. This may be saying that you know that this behavior, whatever has been going on, is not appropriate. It's not right. We also got the Four of Pentacles here, which shows more of a greedy kind of person, someone who, like, withholds information, withholds money and possessions from you, someone who doesn't, like, foot the bill ever, or if you live together, then this stuff is my stuff and that stuff's your stuff, or this is my dog and that's your dog when you live in the same house. Just things like that. The Four of Pentacles can get very, like, possessive and, like, it almost seems secretive because they're, like, withholding so much from you. But it's really more just, like, control oriented. This person needs control and they weren't willing to share that with you. Like, I feel like you guys vibed on a passion level, maybe in bed or maybe regarding dreams of what you want one day. But on a very practical level, there was some control going on here that made you feel like you weren't, I don't know, thought of very much. The Ten of Pentacles comes up, the Ten of Cups comes up to show that it was this is an emotionally fulfilling relationship at times, so I will give you that. So that's probably why this has been so difficult for you to read. But we have the Two of Cups here reversed, so obviously something went down. Something, and I'm, like, associating it with this Three of Swords here. Like, there was a breakup or a separation. Something happened where you guys were no longer together, and maybe you're still not together now. But you have to remember, like, what that reason was for. Like, I feel like you're getting caught up in your dreams and your memories, and it's fogging your vision. That's kind of like what this is. And that you need to start working on yourself. That's why the Eight of Pentacles is coming up. This is about progress. This is a Virgo card. It's perfect for Virgo season. It's about working on ourselves. So, and our direction and, like, what we want in life. So it's the best time right now to stop thinking about this other person and what you missed in them and start thinking about what you can do to better your life, because the way that you see them in your mind right now is not the way that things were. And if you start focusing on the Three of Swords here, you'll start to recognize that. Okay, so let's move on to your oracle cards to see if we can get more information. So we got Jupiter in reverse. This is like the ultimate dreamer card. This planet is all about making things bigger, and, like, it can sometimes be a little overzealous and go overboard based on what they think they can accomplish, or what you think the outcome will be. Jupiter reversed means that you're going overboard, that you're like putting too much effort in, that it's not your vision. And the 9th house, that is Sagittarius. So there's a lot of Sagittarius energy here, especially since Jupiter is Sagittarius's ruling planet, and the 9th house is Sagittarius's ruling house. So if you're dealing with Sagittarius, like Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, or you are one, that would mean that like you're leaning into that energy a little too much. Like you are allowing yourself to dream bigger than what is realistically possible. So take actions over words. Take actions over, I wish that we could do this together. That's really like the plan here. Okay, and then the final oracle card that we got was Black Egg. And whenever I see this card, it really just means like honest, brutal truth. So I would take whatever this was at face value. That is the honest truth of this relationship. This happened. Don't forget that. It happened, and it's the honest truth of how that person felt and what that relationship was. Like, as hard as that is to swallow, it is. That's just what it is. So the black egg here is really just like another reassurance that you've been through the truth. You've seen the truth. So there's no need to like be wondering what if or looking back on the good times. You know, it's over for a reason. So I would say it's time to let go of those dreams. Okay, group 3, thank you so much for coming, and I hope that was helpful. It wasn't like the best news, but I hope it worked for you guys. And I will see you again next time.